welcome to our newest SML podcast. This is SML Uncaged. I'm Primetime, and with me today is Envy. What's going on, dude?
What's going on, bro? Finally, we got a show together. Looking nice.
This is a big deal. I canceled Prime Authority. You had uh what did you have going on over there?
Envy After Dark, the best show on SML.
Yeah, and I needed to be part of that. I knew I had to have something going on, so we kind of combined our shows a little bit. And this show is going to be a trash talking show. We don't want people to get their feelings hurt. Okay, I might want to hurt some people's feelings, but don't take it too serious. What do you think?
Honest to God, if there's gonna be a lot of feelings hurt, if you guys can take this decently, take it with a grain of salt. We're gonna be talking shit about real shit. If you're not an idiot in chat, you're not preaching. If you do what you preach, then you're good. If you're preaching against bullshit, then you're gonna get hit up on this show.
Exactly, exactly. But at the end of the day, it's just Madden. Don't get your feelings hurt. Don't quit the league. If you really don't like it, we won't talk about you. But this is all fun.
Exactly.
But let's go, let's go ahead. Let's get right into it, man. Oh, by the way, this show is gonna be a weekly show. Yeah, that's about all. That's about it. So let's get into it. First topic is it was a big debate in chat. Antonio Brown, Mike FML, a few other guys were saying a few things about Brown. What do you think about him?
I love Antonio Brown as a player. He's definitely a fucking head case.
Yes.
After that hit perfect late on him, he's definitely been a little off. I wanted him to play for the Patriots. I'm a big Patriots fan. It would have been great to have that Brady AB connection, but the dude's a fucking nutcase.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. What did you think about that? He was a Patriot. I forgot that you're a fan. That's kind of depressing. I was kind of hoping that if I was a Patriots fan, that they'd hold on to him a little bit longer.
I on it. So what I believe happened was the whole sexual harassment thing that happened. I feel like they were gonna ignore that because there wasn't really much going on there. It was more so the fact that he kept texting her after.
Yeah.
Then we all know Belichick doesn't deal with bullshit, so that's what happened. It would have been great to have him because Brady, that game against the Dolphins, he kept going at him. He just does this red zone target. It would have been a beautiful thing to go on.
Right. Uh, it was something. I heard a report that Brady was kind of upset that they let him go so early.
Honestly, from me keeping up with the Patriots a lot, it seems like Brady and Belichick have been butting heads a lot, and Belichick gets to make those calls. I feel like Robert Kraft had somewhat to do with it, but like AB said, Robert Kraft was just caught up in a rub and tug, so he doesn't got really much room to go based off of. I mean, you're 70-year-old man getting your dick jerked by some old Asian lady. I don't know how that works out, but to the best, AB.
Yes, yeah. What I had, my issue was, is yeah, he's crazy. He's disgruntled. I'm not sure if he's a good guy or if he's a bad guy. Legally, we'll let that situation play out. I do have an issue with people saying somebody's guilty. There is guilty before you're proven innocent anymore. And I really,
Yeah.
some of the stuff I was reading on one of the cases, it seemed like the lady was just going for money. Uh, I'm not going to get into too much of that, but look it up for yourself if you disagree with me. But
It doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense exactly. And there are cases where certain athletes, it's pretty obvious, like, hey, okay, you like the Ray Rice. I mean, I know it was caught on video, but there was evidence there. This Brown thing, it was very, very fishy. But my argument was that, yeah, he's crazy. He says some stupid stuff, but he's not insane. Insanity is somebody who is literally checked into like a mental hospital for a long period of time. Now he might have mental illness that, like you noted, that perfect hit where he hasn't been quite the same. Probably a few shots to the head, one too many.
Yeah.
But insanity is, I think, another tier where people go into schools and shoot people up. But I would agree, like, hey, he does have a lower tier of mental illness that he probably
It,
needs
it's
checked.
it's most definitely like insanity. I'm gonna base off like school shooters, mass shooting. The people fucking field needs to go.
Yeah.
AB is more of a CT situation. I feel like he has too much pride. He's always gonna hold on to the ball no matter who's coming at him or for his head.
Hmm.
And that's exactly what happened. Perfect. He had that blindside hit, and he's been fucking riding into practices on an air balloon and a bunch of crazy shit. Which I mean, with the whole sexual thing, he's from what she said, it's somewhat kind of believable, but she's really just hunting for money. Like this.
I mean, yeah, it's freaking nuts, dude. But okay, I think we said what we need to say on that topic. Switching gears now to dudes talking trash and not being able to handle it in return. What do you think about that?
The SML is full of a bunch of chihuahuas sitting on the porch with a bunch of pit bulls. The pit bulls don't really get up and bark until they need to, and the chihuahuas are always out there fucking barking. You guys got like Mike FML. I seen Coop in the chat talking a little bit of shit right now. Then once you really start barking back at them, they sit back and like, whoa, man, this isn't what the SML is about. If you start the shit, you're gonna get it right back. I'm the same exact way. You start shit with me, I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna attack you.
Right.
Don't take it personal. If you do, it's your fucking issue.
Right. And it's something where it's like, first of all, it's all in good fun, but if you're going to be an ankle biter, eventually you're going to get kicked, so
Exactly.
not kicked from the league, but you're going to get kicked, kicked to the ground a little bit. So
I don't know if you talk enough shit to Prime, you might kick you out.
yeah, I might kick
We'll
you out.
see what
I might
happens to
kick you out.
Coop.
If you hurt my feelings enough, I'll kick you. So, uh, speaking of Coop, we've had this debate, and I want to hear your feelings on it. He started uh, Josh Rosen for the first 2, 3 games of season one in the SML, and he then benched him for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Their ratings are about the same. Like literally, I look back at them; they're all within one to
Yeah,
2 points. And then he traded me Josh Rosen for like a third round draft pick, and he said that Josh Rosen had something in the system where he doesn't play up to his ratings, and noted that even though he had star development, his passes are always going to go find the defender's hands. What do you think about that analysis?
I want to lead with Coop. You're fucking nuts. I was playing with I'm playing with the Dolphins, unfortunately, in the primer. We're gonna touch on the primer a little bit later in the show, but Rosen is way better than Fitzpatrick, based for me at least. There's no fucking algorithm in the game that forces him to throw more picks. Nobody's pitted against you. Stop fucking throwing picks and you won't throw picks. Don't throw at somebody's user. Don't throw at the DBs. Throw to open people and you'll be fine, Coop. Don't worry about it.
I agree with that. I mean, I agree. We've had our debates back and forth about it, and I think that especially just given the fact that even if his ratings are lower, it's smarter to start a guy with star development who's 22 years old. He can only get better,
Exactly.
especially with the Dolphins, where you're probably not going to win a Super Bowl season one anyway. I mean, it's unless if you're a really good player. Um,
Like me.
yeah, like you. There's certain guys like myself, like you, where it doesn't matter. But anyways, primer talk. What do you want to say about the primer?
I want to lead off, and I hope this podcast does end up in the primer. I
You
want to
hope it
find the
does or it
guy's
doesn't.
name in primer. Matt Garvey, the dude with the I don't know if it's Michigan profile picture. Why is the word terms of fucking Mariah Carey? Why are you so obsessed with me? I DM'd you in the chat, and 10 minutes later, you texted me in the chat saying, "Hey, I miss you. Why aren't you in the chat anymore?" Then I tell him I can't play, and he says, "Wish you were home." Like, are you sitting outside my window waiting for me to sit down in my chair and play you? What the fuck is going on, Mr. Matt Garvey? I don't understand it. The primer guys have. There's been a couple good apples. There's really a lot of weird ones. Based solely off the fact that there's some dudes in chat just dropping a bunch of profanity. I'm not gonna say what they said. If you're not in primer, you got to get in there. We're gonna turn the primer into the SML. Um, they're fucking nuts. They're really nuts. Like you lose a game and all of a sudden it's the rules or it's your team. Get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
It's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've seen some of these messages, and I would agree. But that's the beauty of growing a league, and that's why so many leagues fail, right? That leagues struggle with, I think, finding quality guys or guys that, not that like the guy who you mentioned is a bad user or anything, but just you have so many just bad eggs in this CFM community. It's hard to sift out guys, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, most definitely. And like the primer, we got weirdos. SML, we got weirdos. We
Mm.
got fucking Mike FML. He's always ranting about some random shit. Raiders fans taking pictures of him in the bath, saying he's watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He likes the way me and Meat's voice sounds. We got Coop saying the game's pitted against them. The algorithm
yeah.
needs to throw more picks. I mean, it's going both ways, but the primer guys definitely got the lead on being
Yeah.
weirdos.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good for SML that we're weird, but we're not as weird. Oh, by the way, this was another debate we had in chat. Did you see Mike's comment about the chair, the gamer chair?
I did not. I don't want to hear about that one.
So basically, and I want to see your opinion on it. I'm not going to say either way. Uh, they have this brand of gaming chairs, and it's like an office chair. It doesn't have audio come out. It's like a desk chair kind of, and
Yeah.
they're $400 retail. He said he purchased it, and I was like, well, I personally would have gotten a office chair, $150 office chair, and he says it makes way big of a difference, lumbar support and all that. Would you get a gaming chair of that price, or what's your thoughts on
I sit in an office chair. I'm doing fine in an office chair. Mike, you should have put that $400 towards buying an ebook possibly to up your game.
it?
Because this office chair is just fine. It's not. I'm sitting down playing a game for what 30 minutes. It's not that big of a fucking deal unless you're a 400-pound man playing World of Warcraft all day. You don't need a $400 gaming chair, Mike.
So, all right, that's a good. I would buy the most I would spend on a gaming chair is probably $200. Uh, and that's pushing it, honestly. That's pushing it. It'd have to have the massaging
Yeah.
tool and the heat in it and all that to make it worth it. Um, Oshi, I want to comment on Oshi. I remember this was added in chat a while ago, and this is probably the last topic we'll have. Oshi spent, I think, $300 on a one of those pro controllers. What's your thoughts on that?
It's the same thoughts on a fucking gaming chair. If I'm spending $300, $400 on a gaming chair, a remote, a hand better pop out and it better start jerking me off. Honest to God, it's what's so special. But maybe we gotta look into Oshi because he is a decent user. He's really
Yeah.
good. You gotta look into Oshi with that fucking thing. He's getting a little rub and tug like Robert Kraft while playing the game. It doesn't make sense to me spend that much on a fucking controller,
Yeah.
but to each their own.
Oh, that is one more thing on Oshi. We suspended Tariq Cohen for 4 games. Oshi is a repeat offender on our 70-30 rule, pass to run ratio. Um, what's your thoughts on Cohen being suspended and Oshi being a big time cheater?
I've always known it. I've always seen it. Oshi's the Bill Belichick of the league. He got what was coming. Oshi better watch out before you get kicked. No, but all in seriously, just throw the fucking ball a couple times. That's all you got to
Yeah,
do.
we
You
we
you can literally roll out and throw the ball away, and you'll still reach that 70-30. Come on, man.
right. We talked about it in chat. It was like, yo, bro, just throw a few screen passes, a flat route, whatever you gotta do, bump it up, and you're good, bro. I mean, really throw it away if you have to. Hit the spike button a few times. No one's gonna get on you. Uh,
Exactly.
all right, man. Our goal of this podcast was to be in between 10 and 15 minutes. We're at about 12 minutes. The mic is yours. Do you have anything to say?
Um, I feel like I would have led away with the same shit I always lead on and total access. I'm gonna win the league. This, that, this, that. I don't see it happening right now just because I don't really have enough time.
Mhm.
I run 2 businesses, family-owned businesses. Leave me the fuck alone if I don't get back to you right away. Like the primer guys, you guys are in my DMs talking about, oh my god, I miss you so much. Oh my god, I have a girlfriend for that purpose.
Yeah.
I don't need you whispering sweet nothings in my group me DMs. I will block you. I'm gonna shake up the SML a little bit, especially with these podcasts and gameplay. Don't take offense to any of it, or if you do, uh, you're a pussy, essentially. So let's get the ball rolling, SML. Let's make the SML great again.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your thoughts, Envy. Once again, a weekly show, SML on Cage. Please don't get your feelings hurt. This is all in good fun. And if you want a chance to defend yourself, come onto the show. We're open to debating with you on whether or not uh, your feelings should be hurt or whatever you think. So that is SML on Cage with Prime and Envy weekly show. Thanks, guys, and you take it easy.